Hi, I'm James Shillinglaw. I'm here in Dubrovnik in Croatia. I'm here with Christian Stanacek, who is the Director of Tourism for Croatia National Tourist Board. And we're here to talk about Croatia. And we're at the Asta Destination Expo. We're going to find out all about this country, how it's recovering from the pandemic, and it's ready to receive your clients. And I'm James Shillinglaw for Insider Travel Report, and you're going to find out about all that and more right now. First of all, thank you for hosting me on this trip. It's been a real eye-opener to find out more about Croatia beyond Dubrovnik. Dubrovnik is a wonderful destination, but there's so much more to Croatia. Let's talk a little bit about how you are recovering from this pandemic right now. Are you getting ready to bring tourists back?
Of course, Croatia is absolutely ready for bringing and getting tourists back to Croatia. We are applying the highest standards for safety and security here in Croatia. So I would like to remind you that Croatia was the top destination in Mediterranean last year. In 2020, we achieved 54% of overnights and tourism income comparing to 2019, which was the record year in Croatia. So we are absolutely ready. We have a excellent position in between the competition, and of course we are very present at the markets with our marketing campaigns, with PR activities, and of course we are expecting a decreasing of number of COVID infected people all around Europe first of all, and of course on long haul markets, as the USA is the most important one, and I think that Croatia will succeed this year too.
Absolutely. Now, what are the protocols to enter Croatia now? Just so, and when this comes out would be about a week or so maybe it will change. But right now, how does, if I'm an American, what do I have to do to get into the country?
So first of all, I would like to point out that Croatia is now in the green zone, more or less. Every tourist destination or every tourist region has a huge decreasement of number of infected, and that positioned Croatia on the green map between European countries. To enter to Croatia, you need a negative PCR test or antigen test, or you need a certificate from the doctor that you were vaccinated, or you need a certificate from the doctor that you had COVID, but not between more than 6 months. So we are open, we are free, and everybody can enter to Croatia with one of those three protocols.
So it's pretty easy to get here. And now you talked about the numbers last year. Are you getting sort of a look at what it's looking like coming for 2021? Are you seeing some more bookings in advance? Does it look like, I don't know if it's going to be a great year, but is it going to be a decent year?
It's not going to be a year on the level of 2019, of course, right, but it's going to be a better year than 2020. The booking just started, and I have to say that it's very intensive, and I have to point out that it will be a last-minute year, so everybody will book in the last minute. So we are expecting much more tourists in July, August, September, where this is the peak season, and of course we are very positive.
Now let's talk about another big thing. Here we are in Dubrovnik, which is famous for the cruise traffic you get here. About a year and a half ago, we're talking about over-tourism in Dubrovnik. Now we're like, come back, come start. So what is the prospects for getting some cruise traffic back this year? Because obviously all the cruise line schedules have all been altered, and they're trying to catch up, even though many are restarting in the Med within the month or so, right?
I have to say that just today the first cruise is coming to Dubrovnik with 150 people, 100 and 500 people. So this is a kind of starting the season with cruises, and we believe that many cruises will come back to Dubrovnik and of course to all other Croatian cities like Split, like Zadar. So we are also positive about that. Croatia, as you know, has more than 1,200 islands. It's a beautiful coast, beautiful island.
One of the reasons I came back, because I said, this is what I want to see. I'm going to see it on Sunday, so it's going to be great.
Many tourists are coming back because of natural beauties, cultural heritage, excellent food, wine, and so on.
Now, how do you get people beyond Dubrovnik? Once they've gone here, they stop in Dubrovnik, they see it, they maybe do an excursion and maybe just split other places like that. But how do you get them to go experience the other great parts of Croatia, like Zagreb and beyond? Zagreb was a wonderful city. I wish I had more time to spend there. But how do you get people exposed to the wider aspects of Croatia?
We are very, we have a very analytic approach when we are planning marketing campaigns and PR activities, and we are approaching to every market for itself. It's a kind of personal approach to each market, okay. And of course we are always targeting people who are interested in some products, in some kind of offer, like gastronomy, if this is a motive of coming to Croatia, or natural beauties, for example, UNESCO heritage. All together we put in a certain marketing campaign, and we attract people to come to Croatia. Croatia, as I said, is not only Dubrovnik. Even Dubrovnik is our strongest brand, but it's also many other destinations which are very beautiful. And of course, every destination has a very complex tourist offer, which is based on natural beauties, cultural heritage, gastronomy, outdoor activities, and many others.
Now, so you're going to get them out. Now, we have here the ASTA Destination Expo, which this is the third time it got scheduled. We're back here finally, and everybody's here. We had a wonderful event last night. Amazing place. What do you expect to get from this ASTA Destination Expo in terms of maybe these folks going back and booking their clients to come over here?
I'm absolutely sure that mostly of the participants of ASTA Expo Destination 2021 will come back to Croatia. I just said hello yesterday to a small group of from American agents from Texas who visited Croatia in last 7 days, and everybody says that they are coming back. So we're very happy, and we're very honored to host ASTA Expo Destination 2021 again. And of course, we believe that also 2 direct airlines from New York to Dubrovnik.
That's a big news, right?
Yes, it's an excellent news, which were announced a few months ago, and which will start the 1st of July, will bring many United States tourists to Croatia. Well, it's quite easier to come to Croatia now.
Absolutely. In fact, we were somewhat surprised at that news, and I think some people in Dubrovnik were a bit surprised. I said, boy, we have Delta and we have United coming in July, and you already have some pretty good service. I just did an interview with your Croatian Airlines, which is really great connectivity from the rest of Europe, but there's going to be a lot more seats coming over here, and that means you can get your clients over here a lot easier. Now, just quickly, what are the destinations that travel advisors need to be aware of beyond Zagreb, beyond Dubrovnik? The islands, of course, but talk about some of the ones where they really have to think about to get their clients there.
Well, I would certainly recommend Split as one of the most known cities with history which is more than 1,700 years old. There is UNESCO heritage based on Diocletian Palace. Diocletian was Roman Empire. Right. Then, of course, islands with many beauties. Opatija is our most popular tourism destination. Opatija had started organized tourism 180 years ago in history, in past. Then Eastern destination like Pula with amphitheater, like Poreč, like Rovinj, and of course. I have to point out also continental part of Croatia. It's a beautiful part with mountains, with lakes, with many national parks, and of course the whole Croatia is covered with very diverse and specific, traditional, excellent gastronomy.
That's good food, and I know in Zagreb I had some very good food, and I've already had a good food here. It's certainly a place you can find that. So there's a lot of areas of Croatia to explore. So it's important you get your clients out there, explore the rest of Croatia. Christian, I want to thank you so much for hosting me on this trip. It's been amazing. It's an eye-opener. Again, like everybody else, I've been to Dubrovnik. It's a beautiful town. Don't miss it. It's one of those must-sees in the world. It's one of on your list. But then get out and about and start to look around the rest of Croatia. And again, thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody, and welcome to Croatia.
Yes, and this is James Schillinglaw reporting from Dubrovnik on Insider Travel Report.